In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to fill a spouse open work permit application form inside Canada. Without wasting time, let's quickly dive in. So as you can see on my screen, this is IMM 5710E, application to change conditions, extend my stay, or remain in Canada as a worker. So let's quickly start off. So for the number one UCI, if you are already in Canada, depending on how you came in with a work permit, a study permit, or your visitor visa, you might have a UCI number, so you can check that document. If you see that, you're going to put that information there, but if you don't, then you can leave it blank, right? Then you're going to choose how you want service. You can choose English or French. For number three, it says I'm applying for one or more of the following. So you can apply for a work permit for the first time or with a new employer. So let's say you came in with a visitor visa, or you came in with a study permit. So definitely you're going to be applying for a work permit for the first time. And if you already came in with a work permit and you're trying to extend your work permit, then it's definitely going to be apply for a work permit with the same employer. Again, this is a spouse open work permit, and it's specifically for people who are coming into Canada based on the fact that their loved one is on a study permit or a visitor or a work permit, right? And that gives them the eligibility to apply for an open work permit. So once you choose that, on the personal details, you're going to provide your full name, a last name first or family name, and then your given name. If you have a different name, you're going to give that information here. Choose yes, provide that information below here. Choose your gender, your date of birth, where you were born, country or territory where you were born, and then if you're a citizen of that country. For number 7, current country or territory of residence. So for this one right here, specifically if you are in Canada, that means your current country of residence is going to be Canada. So you're going to indicate Canada because this is application inside Canada. And then your status, you're going to choose if you're a citizen, permanent resident, visitor, worker, student, whatever works for you. So for this demo, we're using visitor. You're going to indicate when you came in and when your visitor permit is expiring. So number 8 is going to ask you previous countries or territories of residence. During the past 5 years, have you lived in any country or territory other than your country of citizenship or your current country or territory of residence for more than 6 months? So if you indicate yes, you're going to provide that information below. If no, you're going to check off no and then move over to number 9. So number 9, you're going to indicate, again, because it's a spouse open work permit, so it could be common law or you guys are married. You choose what fits you, provide the date of that common law partnership or that marriage, and then here you're going to provide the name. It says here, provide the name of your current spouse or common law partner. You're going to provide their name here. Then number on D, 9D is going to ask you if you are married or in a common law relationship, is your spouse or common law partner a Canadian citizen or permanent resident? You're going to indicate that. For this demo, I said no, based on the application process, that this is a spouse a family member who is in Canada with a study permit or a work permit, and their spouse is applying for an open work permit, right? So now we're going to move on to number 10. Yeah, so we're going to move on to number 10, personal details. Have you previously been married or in a common law relationship? If it's a yes, indicate yes, provide the details below. If no, just indicate no. Then languages, you're going to provide your native language here. You can use the drop-down menu to choose what fits you. Are you able to communicate in English or French? If you can communicate in both, you choose both, either French or English. You choose what fits you. Provide your passport number here, a country or territory of issue, when it was issued, and the expiry date. You do the same for the national identity document. If you have one, just check off yes, provide the details below. If not, just indicate no and move on to USPR card. So again, if you have one, indicate yes. If no, indicate no, and then move on to contact information. So on here, it says here all correspondence will go to the address, to go to this address unless you indicate your email address below, right? So you're going to provide your current mailing address, street number, street name, city, country, province, postal code, and then indicate your phone number here and the email on how they are going to reach you right here on number 6. Once you provide all that good information, you're going to provide the date and place of your original entry into Canada, where it was, the reason you came into Canada. There is a drop-down menu here so you can choose what fits you. So for this demo, we are using family visit. Then you're going to provide your document number. It says, if applicable, provide the document number of the most recent visitor record, study permit, work permit, or temporary resident permit issued to you. So you can check that document that you have, your study permit, your work permit, or your visitor visa record, and get that information. Again, this is just a demo number. It's not going to look exactly like this, but similar, and that's the information you're going to put right here. So here it's a place I would want you guys to pay attention to: details of intended work in Canada. So in the drop-down menu, you do have options, but what we are applying for is a spouse open work permit. So open work permit lets you work for any employer in Canada. And as you can see on number 2, it says details of my prospective employer. So you do not need to put any information here because it says name of employer, address of employer. This is for specific work permit. If you have a specific employer that you are working for, this is where you are going to provide that details. For an open work permit, you just put this information here and you leave number 2 to number 5. You leave it blank. Do not put any information there. Right? So we are going to go to number 8. So for number 8, it's going to ask you, have you been issued a certificate under the provincial nominee program? I'm going to say no. And then here for education, you're going to provide details of your education, right? When you started, when you finished, field of study, your city, school/facility name, country, or territory, and then you do the same for your employment. So for employment, it says give details of your employment for the past 10 years. So if you've been working for the same employer, you can just indicate getting that 10 years. For this demo, I use 2010 to 2021. Current activity and occupation, this city, company name, and the country. But if you have more than one job for that time frame of 10 years, as you can see here, it says employment continued. So you can add all those extra information here. So let's say you've worked for 2 or 3 employers for 2 years or 3 years at interval. You have that opportunity to put one information here, another one here, and another one here, right? So, and then all you have to do again now is you get to background information. Take the time to read this and answer the questions. It's going to be a yes or no answer. The one that I wanted to show you guys is this one right here, where it says, have you previously applied to enter or remain in Canada? So because you're making this application inside of Canada, that means you either came in with a study permit, a work permit, or a visitor visa. So as the demo I have here, I said I applied for a visitor visa and was granted entry into Canada on the 15th of December 2021. So you're going to choose what fits your current situation, and you go all the way down and finish the rest of them by answering yes or no. And then once you get to this point, you're going to consent to be contacted by IRCC, yes or no. Put the date when you filled out the application. So for the signature of applicant, you can either leave it blank or just put your last name and initial. I would explain why you can leave it blank, because once you go here and you're done this whole application and you validate, so it's going to tell you here, it says validation completed successfully. Then here it says if you are applying on paper, you're going to print and sign. But if you are applying online, which is what we are doing, it says if you're applying online, you do not need to sign your application form by hand. You will be asked to provide an electronic signature once you're ready to transmit your documents to CIC, right? So that's all you need to do. You see, it's been validated. And once you do that, all you have to do is what? You save this application in your computer and go back to your application process on the one you started on your personal GC key account. Upload this application to change conditions, extend your stay or remain in Canada, and all other supporting documents, and then transmit and pay. And then that means your application is in to be considered, right? So if you don't know how to get the eligibility criteria of the application to the point where you make your you pay your application fees, I'll leave a link in the description area below on how to go about that. This is just a video on how to fill out the application form for spouse open work permit. So the other part where you answer the eligibility questions and upload your documents, I'll leave the link in the description area below if you're interested to watch that video. And this is how to complete the spouse open work permit application form. If you have questions, leave it in the description area below and I'll attend to it. Thank you guys for watching, and bye for now.